Good afternoon, everyone. Today is March the 11th, and this is the end of the day, the SPY. Take a look at this. Saw a comment, somebody said that there's no foundation for SPY running to 200. Well, I didn't say it was run to 200 at all. But in any case, here it is at 1618, which is exactly what we were talking about in terms of an extension. Look at this move. Right? Big, big, big move. Just keeps running, keeps running. Every single candlestick today had positive had positive action associated with it, right? Made a higher high or a higher low in some form or fashion. So we have got some very, very nice pressure. Take a look at this. See how it's pressing upward? Still holding above the zero line. That's what you want to look for. Now, how cautious should we be here? Well, we should be quite cautious, but we should always be cautious in the market. And I think maybe many of us just aren't cautious enough. And so here's what we're looking at now. We have the 1618 retracement. If it expands, we've got ourselves, if this is the kind of formation that I think it might be, this is going to go to the 214 retracement, right? Which is kind of a big deal. Now, I don't know if it's there yet. So what I do know is this. Often, coming into the 1618, we do pull back. Right? And in the end, what we try to do is sort of, I call that the 50% rule, we try to sort of make a pullback to about halfway. Interestingly enough, it's going to be this pivot event that's going to help us determine what the day tomorrow is like. So let's take a look at setting out these trades for tomorrow. What are we going to do? Hey, if it breaches 1618, guess what? The 50% rule says that it should attempt 156.51. All right? And so that 156.51 could be the very next target. Look at what's in its way. Resistance level 2. We had a very even flow of volume, right? Not any accelerants like these, right? Like we've seen these accelerants. So we don't have any of those. It's sort of like, I think I'm going to take a breath. So we might end up having a day like this tomorrow. I believe this week is quadruple witching, meaning that all types of options are expiring on Friday. It used to be kind of a big deal, but I think option expiration Fridays have really changed their behavior. They're very, very different than they used to be a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. All right, so that being said, what's the area of support? In my mind, the low of this candlestick right here, which gives us 155.73, is a break space that will precipitate a pullback into this area. Now, what's stopping it? This fib is stopping it. The weekly VWAP is stopping it. Relative congestion just above here is stopping it. So taking the short at the loss of this area is a low probability trading event. Could it still work? Absolutely. But there are a lot of people here that might be supporting the level because they're thinking there's still more upside acceleration. So if we look at this and we say, all right, well, if that's the case and it's a low probability trade, but I still want to enter, what does that mean? It means your size needs to be small, much smaller than you would normally trade. Most of us do not know how to equate trade size with probability and risk. It's just not something that we think about. And so there's the tip for the day. If something's low probability and you still want to get involved, be small sized because it's more likely than not that it will roll against you. If it does hold that downside action and it loses this level, it's going to go into the pivot, probably chop around here. If it loses this level, it's got all of this area. See, we are building regions of buying support. They're sitting right here. This one's a little bit of an accelerant, but this area right here is providing a little bit of stability in the chart. It has not rotated over, which is what we really like to have. But again, if we break a trend by time and not price, meaning we hold the basic levels and we build, it's sort of like basing an event. So if we pull back into this region, it's going to be very critical that we hold it. If we don't hold it, we're going to collapse into this VWAP. That's my thought. All right, good luck with everything. Hey, listen, stair step it. If you're making higher highs and higher lows, stay in the trade. Right? Lower lows, lower highs, stay in the trade. When it starts getting noisy, say to yourself, what's it worth to me to stay in versus get out? How much am I going to lose if I get out now, or how much am I at risk of losing? And try to make it quantifiable, not some kind of crazy number that you might have out there. So if you focus on that event, things will move very, very nice and easy for you. Listen, if the chart isn't telling you that it's going someplace, what do you want to follow for? Right? I don't like following anybody that doesn't know where they're going. Definitely, I don't like doing that. And a lot of times when the market's doing this kind of stuff, that's exactly what it's doing. It's just moving around, doesn't know where it's going. Okay? Until it breaks, and then it causes that onslaught of movement. All right? Take care, and good luck trading tomorrow.